Good morning to all of those tuning in. This is the Rebel Lemon, and today we're back to playing Tokyo Dark. So, last time we actually got to see the events that led to the ghost girl's death, or whatever the hell she is. And we got a more in-depth explanation of the stats menu. It took way too long to get there, if you ask me, but we got there. So, with that being said, let's get right back into it. So this would be us just getting back from the hospital. Oh, we can take a pill. I actually thought that was coffee for a second. If I remember correctly, it should raise our sanity, but decrease our investigation. So I'm wondering if it is useful. Hey, little one. Look at you sleeping there. Not a care in the world. At least you're alright. I don't know what I'd do if both of you and Kazuki... No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this and too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage a normal life out of this somehow. Don't worry, little one. Isn't interacting with the cat supposed to help? Violent incident in the sewer. Oh shit, this is the event after the first chapter. Okay. The body of Detective Kazuki was recovered last night after a nearly week-long search when he went missing off the streets. Searching for answers. Investigation continues its second day. Detective who arrived first on scene has declined to make any comment to the press, but his superiors say that after following a lead, she was led to the sewers, where she made contact with a lone female suspect. At the time, the female suspect panicked, and the incident ended violently before she could apprehend. Which, I mean, I wonder if this changes depending on how we act, or if the ending's always going to be the same. Man, I wish I was a lot quicker in the first chapter. If I knew it was going to be time-based, I would have been. Many unanswered questions. Appears that besides the lone detective, no other police on scene. Calling into question how the case was handled. Ooh, okay, that's a good point. I don't know how police work, especially in Japan, but I would assume that no matter what, the case should be handled by, if you have a detective, at least one other officer. That way it's not like one person's word against another. It's at least two against another. That, and then there's also a line of security. So you can't just take out one person and not have someone else know. Tanaki was killed. The suspect was not restrained. Okay. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything in it is laid out so neat and factual, it makes it seem so logical and simple. It's like that all that happened to someone else. Like the Ito on the page is a different person from the other world. Yet, it's not. That's what happened to me, or so they say. The article barely mentions the girl, the bloody bag, or the red paint. How can they write that like it's true? The press will try to simplify any story to sell papers, like Kazuki always said. Other things about the night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints on the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean too. That almost tells me that the girl was actually a ghost. But interesting that they did find fingerprints. Almost like interacting with an object like a knife won't leave fingerprints, but interacting with an object that's more like a liquid, like paint, do leave fingerprints, but they're not distinct enough to be determined of a person. But it might still be enough to, if you can prove it's like one person doing them all, you could probably combine the fingerprints together to make a complete fingerprint, though I don't think that would hold up in court. The other thing is, if it's the same fingerprint showing up, then at least you can link them all up that way. But even then, that might get a bit dicey. That's what they told me, but there's no way that that can be true. What really happened down there? See, part of me wants to think that there's a lot more going on, which is obvious, but I wonder how much is going on behind the scenes. Because I'm actually starting to wonder if the fingerprints were conclusive, but labeled inconclusive, because they don't want it linking up to someone who's dead, as that would look really bad. I've been avoiding spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and that's when I open it. I'll see him there, finding these last few weeks to just have been a bad dream. But it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone, or the way it happened. Taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Lena, that was her name. I remembered a few days after the sewer, but kept it to myself. At the debrief, they had me talk to a station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everything else must be thinking. The police reports, the press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back, then maybe... I'll get to this in one sec. If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts, investigate the scene myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though, at least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, let me get to my theory. I did bring this up when I first met her. But in theory, I don't think mentioning the girl would be problematic, because it could be someone, like a sibling who just happens to look very much like her. It does happen occasionally, but more likely it could also just be a twin, which would explain how they look so similar. In either case, the record's not showing one or the other actually isn't that unexplainable either. Poor records is a thing that happens sometimes. The other thing is, the one girl could be born under a different name, So it would be nearly impossible in that case to figure that out. If CSA was involved, Child Protective Services or whatever, that could also complicate the matter even more, meaning those records would be sealed and even the police would need a warrant. And there could be just a whole host of issues surrounding this. And mentioning the girl wouldn't necessarily be a problem. And as far as the information goes, like, okay, so let's say it is a twin or a sister, and let's say the whole theory is true. How do you explain the girl having the same information as her sister when there clearly wasn't anyone else there except for the 4 people, which would be Aito, Kazuki, the hostage girl, I don't remember her name, and the other girl? Well, she could have been there, just hiding, which would make sense as why no one saw her. That would give her the information needed outside of the case, which wasn't shared. I'm actually wondering if I should take the pill. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them for your sake. Oh my god. She looks awful. I wonder if I can take multiple. I'm not, but she needs sleep. Also, concerning why the TV is on static. Hey, I bought you some dinner. So there is voice acting. It's in Japanese, but it's still nice to hear. Thanks, Yumi. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. Just can't sit around all day, right? You know that. It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm no good with this stuff. But Ayumi. Ayumi? I don't fucking know. I'm never gonna get the names right. I'm really sorry about Kazuki. I mean, I know that he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but I mean, they were dating or married, something like that. Of course he means a lot to her. Stop. Just stop. You don't... I'm sorry. Yumi, I didn't mean it. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. That was a big one, huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I know we're not best friends or anything. I was just worried as well. Sorry, Yumi. That's my phone. Look again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah. Maybe. I have to take this. And Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime. Hi. Ido here. I'm sorry to call you. I didn't call sooner. I need you to come into the station as soon as you can. What's this about? It'd be easier if we talked in person. See you soon. See, I'm concerned about taking the medication and whether or not I should have. All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all office drama by having unrestricted view of the whole building. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of impressive. I'd worked with Saki Ishibashi Yeah, let's go with that. Saki. For years now, and she hasn't changed a bit. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. Of course. Oh, hey, Aito. Didn't think we'd see you back so soon. Well, ready or not, I'm here. About what happened. It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful, and I know you two were close. I mean, I heard... Yeah, we were. But seriously, you can leave it alone. I'm fine. If you say so, but I'm glad you're being so positive. No matter what people say, I know you cared about him and did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Saki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? I guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. They've, been some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? What kind of rumors? Well, that's... Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to upset you. Out with it, Saki. We both know you can't keep something like that to yourself for long. You might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear this from me, okay? On account of all the bad press surrounding Tanaka, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I understand it just fine. Officer Bando told me earlier that Taira? Yeah, let's go with that. Was boasting about some promotion, and then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV earlier. It doesn't look good at all. Taira. That guy needs a swift punch to the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion. And movers in my office? This is too much. See, I told you you'd be upset. It's not all definitive, though. All I'm know for sure is what I've seen on the monitors and what Bando's told me. Hold on a sec. Who's Officer Bando? That's not some alias you came up with, is it? I only tried that with you one time, and you figured it out right away. Bando transferred from Osaka a few weeks ago, and he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Huh. Did he say something else about Tyler's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is that he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detectives lately, and I overheard it. If I run by my office, maybe I'll see this Officer Bando and ask him myself. Hey, that reminds me. If you see him, could you give him this? What? Is it a love letter? Also, I will say, the frog is kind of cute. What is it? I don't think the frog drawing follows standard police procedure. Do you like it? It's cute, right? Hell yeah, it is. See, I'm trusting you with this because it's more of a private thing. Oh, she has the hearts for Bando. Okay. You give it to him though, right? You know what? Sure. It's like I died and gone back to high school. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to him, but you owe me. Thanks, Ayumi. You're the best. Guess you'd better head up to Yakumo's office soon, huh? Huh, so you knew about that one, huh? Thanks for keeping me up to date, Saki. That was actually worthwhile. Okay, so that should be... Evidence storage and forensics is in the basement. Investigation unit's office. Tanaka and I have an office on this floor. Reception level. Saka's sitting there now, watching all the CTV footage. See, the elevator thing is kind of cool. Yakumo's office right at the top. But this also has me a bit disturbed, because this makes me think something's gonna happen in the elevator. And I don't like that prospect. Huh. His portrait makes him seem a lot older. Sorry to call you like this, Idol. I know we promised you some time off after the whole garden situation. I would meant that should be I'd like to talk to you. Because I'd is I would. I would meant doesn't make sense. So, small mistake. But if they're Japanese developers, that's fine. I'd like to talk to you earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Damn reporters are waiting for any excuse they could to go for our throats, and they found it. Then the deputy chief starts calling me. Then the chief, hell. I got a call from Mayor last night. All of them want this case solved and out of mind. Huh. If he was here to see it, Tanaka would be furious at all the bureaucracy. Can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches I made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Let's cut to the chase. With every paper and news station covering your case, the mayor's demanding a formal inquiry on your conduct. Now, before you say anything, I'm not saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Unfortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and even choices that seem right at the time can turn around and bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night sending you in alone. I'll pay for that too. Keep an eye on your professionalism. Use the spin system from time to time. Don't give those vultures anything to pick at. Oh, I'm not doing good. It's not just about the inquiry, though. I'm concerned about you and the choices you made, professional or otherwise, have far-reaching effects in the future. The people who will work with you and trust you, the options you have available to you, are all hinged on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing. Given the circumstances, we find it best to transfer you out of the violent crime department for the time being. Transfer? But sir, I don't understand. I've done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Surely my record should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about it first. Actually, this kind of makes sense on a few different aspects. One, having the girl in the center of attention, being moved away from violent crimes, would actually be good press-wise. Like keeping it off the department. Second, when she does come back, due to the situation and her mental state, it might not actually be a good idea to put her back into violent crime. At least not right away. That actually makes a lot of sense. This isn't a negotiation, detective. Think of it as a chance to get a fresh start. For the next month, you'll continue to be on leave, fully paid, of course. Of course, I'll need to take your badge until you return. The gun you can turn in downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the vice and insurance fraud claims. Ouch, that's the most boring shit in the fucking world. Nice. As another detective will be moving into your place, we'll need to clear out your office. I've asked the movers to come today and give you a hand. Do I make myself clear, Ida? But there's more to this. Sir, I know you think I screwed this up, but there's more going on. I need a bit more time to make a case, that's all. Oh, this is not what I thought it would be. That's enough, Detective. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there'll be no further discussion about this. Now please go to your office and pack any personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us, and take care of yourself. Ow, fuck. I wish I chose the first option I was going to choose. That way, it would have been a little more professional. Actually, I wonder, can I go back to his office? I know there's no more talk about a matter. Please return to the office and go home and rest. But sir, hear me out. When the chief gives an order, do it. No matter how much I dislike it, because he's my superior officer, and you should be doing the same. This conversation is over. Interesting. Okay. How are my neurotics? Pretty high. So yeah, I think having plus on the sanity is good, because the pills move us that way. Plus professionalism is good. Plus investigation's good. But maybe negative neurotics? I don't know, I kind of wish this had a, when you scroll over it, had a explanation of what it's, what both sides are supposed to represent. Wow, a bunch of guys in suits. So unique. Hey, hold up. Oh, hey, Ito, hold up. Oh, this is the asshole who got a fucking promotion. He sure does look like it. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right, he was the best. Almost hard to believe he let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once. I thought he would have tried to get in touch with you. At least you were his partner and all. Anyways, you shouldn't blame yourself, Ito. It was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that on your own. Okay, I thought he was being nice for a second, and then he said that. Fucking asshole. Trying to imply something about me, Tara? Who? Me? Nah. But what did you expect when they send a little detective in all by herself? All I'm saying is that you could have used the help. Okay, he is right on that. Sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open, Tara would disappear. Unfortunately, that tactic hasn't worked yet. I once partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he was. If he didn't attach himself at the hip to Tara, he could probably make a good detective. An alarm for fires, earthquakes, or other emergencies. I know they're called fire alarms, but shouldn't they be called emergency alarms? Because you're supposed to pull them in an emergency, right? Not just a fire. Or are there like different kind of alarms for different kind of emergencies? If that's the case, I've never seen one other than a fire alarm, but still would be interesting. They told me that as far as female detective, it would be best to give me extra space, which translated to sticking me at the end of the hall. That just sounds kind of sexist, but okay. What a morning. I'm exhausted. First the boss dumps me out of the violent crime, and then sends movers ahead of me, so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before me. I mean, it's not technically a demotion, But yeah, pretty much. What a mess. As if I wasn't going through enough already. At least with my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. Gives me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. I'm sorry, fuck you? That's some creepy shit. Oh, we can't leave yet. Kazuki gave me the silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. Okay, fuck off with the glitching shit, okay? It's creepy. A new email is in my inbox from Yakamura. It's like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see. Detective Ida has been under a lot of pressure. The tragic loss of Tanaka has affected us all. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ida will be temporarily reassigned. So he didn't make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he had sent. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? I've been in this office for years now, quietly working my way into the boys' club to being respected as a detective. Look at it now. All that hard work shoved into some boxes to be handed off to whoever brown nosed their way into a promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything all these years, if it can be so easily packed away and forgotten. I mean, she does kind of have a point. Yakamura doesn't believe me. I'm the laughingstock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. It doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yakamura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn my gun in like some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands back on the mask. Lena mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. Oh, this is a bad idea. Forensic gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go down and scope it out. Oh, this is asking for trouble. Officer Bando, the recent transfer from Osaka. It seems that Saki on the front desk is quite smitten with the guy. Hi, you must be the new transfer from Osaka. I'm Detective Ito. That's right, transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please call me Bando. He looks a bit skinny. But I mean, do officers really need bulk? They should be trained to be able to take on aggressive individuals without needing to use, I say force, but I guess what I mean more is that, like, they don't need, like, brute force. They should be able to use someone's momentum and size against them to restrain them. But if I'm being honest, officers should have more training in de-escalation, as it would prevent a lot of problems and might actually resolve issues, a lot of issues, in a more peaceful way. But I don't know, that's not here or there. Y'all have got a big station here, embarrassed to say, but could never find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, Never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work if you're asking me. And it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's a hick. And it doesn't make that he talks a lot. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. Oh, give him the envelope. Saki, at the front desk, wanted me to give you this. Huh? Saki did? Well, hand it over and let's have a look. Oh, well, I didn't reckon she'd send something like this. That's just because you don't know her like we do, Officer Bando. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would ya? I know not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in about 20 minutes. I do it myself, but I'm too busy. Okay. Alright, but not a word of this to any of the other detectives, got it? You got it, Ido. You're alright. I'll crack this workout and then get upstairs when I can. I owe you one. I'm having a feeling this might work to my advantage. First things first, let's get rid of security. I passed on that letter you gave me. You did? Where'd it go, Ayumi? What did he say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't read it, did you? Oh God, you read it. Please forget anything you saw. Slow down. I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. On the roof? Actually, he said 20 minutes. On the roof? That's romantic, right? It's like I'm in a TV drama. Oh, dang it. If I leave my post and something happens to those cameras, you're more, well, a gold nuclear. Decisions. I got it. You're not on duty right now, right? Watch the front desk for me. I won't be long. 10 minutes stop. Please, please, please. Sure. That's my girl. I knew I could count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. With Saki gone, I could disable the recording system and move her in the station without being seen, but not without getting her in trouble with Yukamura. Oh, shit. Oh. I don't want to get her in trouble, but I need to move her on the station, too. Okay, let's see. What's the pros and what's the cons here? If I turn it off, I can slip in and get the mask, and I won't draw any heat to myself. But on the flip side, I'm going to get Saki in trouble. But what are the benefits of me leaving him on? I guess I can call in that favor to Saki later on, but... Fuck, I'll leave him on. I want to be nice. As much as I want to, I can't do something that would hurt Saki's career like that. I'll find another way. Plus, I'm kinda... I'm not in a great situation... professionally? Oh, that light wouldn't be blinking if I turned it off. Didn't think you'd stick around down here after that big earthquake this morning, Mori. Ugh, don't remind me. I'm trying to keep my mind off of it. How you holding up, detective? Taking it one day at a time, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised to find you still working evidence. Tanaka put in recommendations for your promotion. Yeah, I think the people upstairs have got other things on their minds right now, from the sounds of it. Besides, I think they stuck me down here because I was asking too many questions on my last case. May have pissed off a few of the wrong people. Ugh. It makes me squirm thinking about what it would be like being in an earthquake in the basement. I wish you hadn't reminded me. Oh, and I'm really sorry about Tanaka, Detective Ido. I respected him a lot. He truly will be missed. Thanks. I miss him too. The gate to the Evans room is locked. Mori has the key, but in desperate times, I've seen Tanaka pick a lock to get in. Oh, wait. So what do I do now? I mean, if the cameras were out, we'd probably be able to... this sounds bad. But we'd probably be able to just knock Mori out. And... oh... okay, we could hit the fire alarm. The hairpin. Okay. Okay, this gives me something. I might still have to hit the alarm. I can't exactly break in with Mori still watching me. Oh shit. Okay, I'm not gonna be an asshole to Mori. Okay, fire alarm it is. I can't do it. And on the plus side, it does seem like there's no cameras here. After this morning's quake, I bet everyone would clear out of here in a hurry if the alarm went off. Activation of the building will start almost immediately after I pull the lever. Unfortunately, it'll be a short window before they realize what's happening, so I'll need to get to the evidence room quickly. Right, here goes nothing. Also, just so you know, in the case of an emergency, never enter an elevator. Oh, the camera's still running though. As I held the mask in my hands again, I immediately questioned why I'd gone through such great lengths to get it back. A small piece of evidence wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't the answer to my problems. As strange as it sounds, I'd hoped the mask would react in the same way it did when I touched it in Kamakura. At least that would have justified what I've done to prove and proved the sensation I felt that day wasn't in my head. The mask I held in the evidence locker was nothing more than rough old wood, no voices or visions, only an eerie quiet left in the wake of anticipation. Of course, I held on to it. The case was only getting started, and Rena's obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. With the mask in my hands, I quickly got out of the station and jumped on the first train back to Shinjuku. Back to the alley where the whole mess had started. Something told me there was more to find in the sewer. The mask itself could wait until later. As the train made its way there, images and thoughts from that night engulfed me. I started to feel queasy. When my stop approached, the pit in my gut changed from fear to something else. I realized I'd had enough of other people telling me what to feel or how to react. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that the only one who could give me any sense of closure was myself. No shit, we're back here. Well, I think for now... Okay, you know what? Thinking about it, I could have actually took 2 extra pills. That would get me into the positive... Well, quite near the positive sanity. My investigation would be at 30. Huh. I need better professionalism, though. I really, really do. But I'm going to end it there for now. That was actually pretty good, if you ask me. I'm still questioning on whether or not I should have messed with the cameras. But I'm happy that I didn't knock out Moi, because at least that would have made my case a lot harder to deal with later on if I got into trouble. At least like this, Bando and Saki both owe me a favor. And if I turn off the cameras, that would at least ruin the favor with Saki, who could be quite useful if I needed to call in that favor. At least that's my theory. But I don't feel good about the stuff I'm doing. And at least if I didn't, at least if I didn't hit Moi, that's not assault. It would have been a little bit more sneaky, but because I didn't turn off the cameras, that would have been caught on the camera and would have looked really bad. Plus, there's also the fact that unless he quite literally forgot, like a minute prior to him being knocked out, he would have known it was us who knocked him out, which would not be a good thing. But yeah, decisions. Oh, and they're starting to catch up with me. But I think the story so far is still intriguing to me, and I'm enjoying the story. So for now, I'm going to end it here. We'll continue it on next time. But until then, thank you for tuning into the frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon signing off. So, good night and sweet nightmares.